Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and this is Coco, and we'd like to welcome you to our little series, How Many Ogos Does It Take to Crochet ... This is episode number 2 and we hope you like what we want to show you. Coco has had her afternoon tea. I'm just going to pop her on the floor for a little rest. She will say woof woof to all of you and she shall see you all a little bit later. Thank you for joining us. So, how many Ogos does it take to crochet ... Well, today I'll be showing you all my head warmers and headbands. So these, I will show you them up close and personal in just a moment. These all come from this Ogo, and I believe it's in the colorway Lippy. It is a bulky weight yarn, and I have used a 6.5mm hook for it. It comes in acrylic, 100% acrylic for those of you that aren't familiar with the Ogos. And if you're not, go and see our video in our playlist yarn hauls. We had a huge yarn haul where I was able to purchase all these Ogos for $1.50 each. And this is why I'm bringing you this little series, because they needed to be put to good use. So the stats on these are, they're 100% acrylic, 180 grams or 6.8 ounces. They are, let me just grab my glasses, 228 yards or 208 meters. Now I will show you what I made from them and what I have left over and what I'm hoping to do with the scraps. So I was able to create this head warmer. It's nice and thick, this one. So what I did is I just chained around, I think it was around 60 chains, and then I did one row of half double crochet, and then I did a few rows in just the back loop, half double crochet, and then what I did is I just stitched it together. I didn't think to do it in the round, so I stitched it together, and then I made this little piece. It's only 4 double crochets across, and then I've actually sewn it in the back, so that's how I've put it together. And it's actually a very pretty little piece, I think, and would certainly keep somebody's ears and head warm. And then I made this beautiful one. I love this one. So this one is done in the round. No, again, I hadn't done it in the round yet. This one I've joined, I beg your pardon. So this one is, again, I measured the same amount of chains, so 60 chains, I believe, from memory. And then I did one row of half double crochet, and then I started creating the puff stitch and alternating with the half double crochet, and then I did one more row of double crochet, beg your pardon, half double crochet. Oh, and by the way, I'm talking in US terminology, and I made this beautiful, and it's quite wide, a beautiful, very hard to see, ear warmer, so a little bit different style. And then as I was going, I thought, oh wow, okay, we can continue with this. So now I started to get a little bit more clever, so I did this one in the round, and this one actually has 55 chains. I remember doing that. And then the first row is half double crochet, and then I alternated with the V-stitch and half double crochets. It isn't as wide as the other one, but it's certainly as beautiful. And I did a little bit where I just carried the yarn up, so it was just even easier. I didn't have to actually sew in many ends. I think just the beginning or the last one actually. So that's another one. So that's 1, 2, 3, and we're up to number 4. Now this one again is in the round. I was getting very clever by this stage, and what I've done with this one, 55 chains. I've got the half double crochet at the either end, and in the middle I've got the lemon peel stitch. Just as beautiful, I think. So that's how many I managed to make out of the one Ogo, and I do have all this yarn left over. So I'm guesstimating that these are about, and apologies I didn't weigh it already, must be at least 150 grams there. So we're looking at about 30 grams left over here. If I tried, I could probably manage to get a nice thin like a headband out of it. I may do that, but at this stage, you know what, I'm going to pop it in my scrap basket with the rest of my scraps, and then hopefully sooner than later I'll have some sort of scrap project to show you as well. But as this is only the second episode in our series, I might just wait a little bit longer so I can create a decent sized project. So thank you for watching our how many Ogos does it take to create ... And today it was all about our ear warmers and headbands. In the future, as I've said before, I might be using more than one Ogo, and I will certainly be telling you if I'm doing that. But for now, thank you so much for tuning in and watching us. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. And again, if you have one Ogo, one lonely, sad Ogo at home, not so sad, but one little Ogo, and you're not sure what to do with it, you can create at least 4 headbands or even 4 ear warmers, because I didn't use all of the yarn. I was just experimenting and seeing what I could do as I went along the way, and I really enjoyed it. Again, very quick and easy projects, and you can play with any stitch as long as you do a little measure around your head with your initial chain. Be mindful that it will stretch a little bit. If you're doing it for a child, maybe reduce the amount of chains and how wide you do it and take it from there. It's endless what you can do with your pattern and your design. Or if you don't want to just make it up yourself, there are a multitude of tutorials on YouTube. So tap into all those amazing makers that have already done the hard work for you and have put something together. I would definitely love to see what you create if you do have an Ogo, and let me know if you thought that this was a good idea, and if you made some for yourself, please let me know. So I will let you go for now so you can start creating. I will continue with this little series. I'm not sure what I'll be doing next, but I will definitely be putting my mind to it, and I will definitely be bringing you our next episode of how many Ogos does it take to crochet ... Not sure what that will be yet. So take care, everybody, and we shall see you again in another video very, very soon. Bye bye from now.